at SMITHEE TV in downtown Toronto with writer-filmmaker Jen FRANKEL. What inspired you to get into the business?
Well, I used to be I started off in theater mostly. So I was always doing acting as a kid and did musicals, and I did a lot of community theater, but I always wrote too. And when I got to Toronto, it just seemed like a natural evolvement, I guess, to start doing more in film. Just so much easier to get your work out when you're doing film.
And you've published a novel as well, The Last Rite. What's at the heart of that story?
It's about a little girl who kind of learns the power of her own abilities. She starts to develop supernatural abilities and gets thrown into the middle of a big competition, a supernatural competition. And it's absolutely nothing like the Hunger Games. It's absolutely nothing like any of the other books that are out right now, I think. It's a lot about the insecurity of being a kid and about the loneliness of being a kid and overcoming that.
And you have another book that's going to be released shortly. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Well, in this book, first book she's 13, second book she's 16, so we're really following her evolution as a young woman. They're both set in Toronto, actually, so that's kind of fun. If you actually live here, you can actually see a lot of places you recognize.
Cool. And here we have a poster for the Undead Redhead, which is a series that you wrote and produced. Tell me a little bit about this scary-looking story.
Well, we've got a sentient zombie, and we think she's fairly unique. She's a girl who dies during a tragic wedding bouquet toss. She falls into a fountain and she drowns while everyone else takes photographs of her for YouTube.
Oh my goodness. And
then she comes back to life as a zombie, and she was vegan in her actual life, and she remains vegan as a zombie, so she eats rotten fruit and vegetables, basically.
Wow. And how did you go about casting the project?
I was lucky. As the co-founder of the WILDsound Film Festival, we've been reading screenplays live at the National Film Board for the last 7 years, and recently stopped when the National Film Board closed their cinema, which is very sad. But over the course of that time, I have met literally thousands of actors in Toronto, and some of them really stuck out, and Samara Stern was definitely one of the ones that did.
Wow. And tell me a little bit more about WILDsound. Now that the NFB is closed, you're changing your format a little bit. Where can we find out more information on it?
Well, WILDsound is still online at wildsound.ca. We still run the constant film festival and screenplay festival deadlines. We're still reviewing everything that comes in, and also, when you enter a WILDsound competition, you always get feedback no matter what you're entering. So I'm still actually doing a lot of feedback for the screenplays, and it's just the festival's moved online instead of being a live event.
Okay. Do you think you'll ever go back to doing the live script readings?
We're thinking about it. It's definitely something that adds to what we do. And I do love meeting the actors, and I do love directing the scripts. But it's gotten harder because the production arm of WILDsound, which is called Wildcard Pictures, is really taking off now. When I first started working with Matt Toffolo, the other WILDsound founder, we made film after film after film, and then the festival kind of took off and we stopped doing production. And I really love the production more than anything else.
And where's the best place to find out more information on you and on The Last Rite and on the Undead Redhead online?
You can definitely check wildsound.ca, which is a great resource for WILDsound. JenFrankel.com has a lot of stuff on me, and the website is getting revamped. It's kind of ugly right now, but it won't be for long. And on YouTube, Wildcard Pix, P-I-X, all one word, has tons of our short films, especially under, I think there's a short film category. And Sharon is Back is the name of the YouTube channel for Undead Redhead specifically.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jen. Congratulations and best of luck with all of your projects.
Thanks, Katie. It's great to be here.
Thank you. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats here at SMITHEE TV in downtown Toronto.